All right. I was going to press it and then I would have ended it. All right.
Hey, everybody.
Hi. Greg said hi. Ashley said hi. Hi.
Hey, guys. How are y'all?
Thank you for coming. So,
Listen, poor Norton has been cutting up back there,
oh, wait,
moaning and groaning.
He ate. I think the main R was food, and now he got his food. So he should be quiet. And the next R is going to be outside. He has to change it up so I know what he wants. Because,
Well,
okay,
see,
you're not
you just told him to change it, and he did.
He did.
It went from a to a roof.
Tell me what you want, except for food, because I don't have any food for you. You want to go pee-pee? Potty. Outside? What? You gotta speak English. I don't understand barking.
He's like, lady, get up and go to the door. Hey,
Maybe.
Johnny, thanks for the raid.
Hi, thank you. He wanted to go out with his sister or his roommate. I should call them roommates, I guess. They're not related.
Well, it's his adopted sister.
I know they're both adopted. I love when they were filming, like saying to the dogs,
I saw that.
You're adopted. And then they sometimes like react. I told them they were adopted and they didn't even look at me.
Well, whenever I hold Precious up and I talk to her, she goes,
like, why?
I want to talk to you. Oh, God. I'm not ignoring you guys. Hey, Jessica. I am writing booth tags because I have to go there after here and then bring my mom to the doctor. So I should be crocheting chickens because I have to do that. It is, Greg. Thanks. I just wish it was faster.
That's what they said. They said my medicine is out of stock.
Of course.
We ordered it. It'll be in soon. Uh-huh. That's okay. It's not okay.
Well, I know my pharmacy is a little baby pharmacy, and they get things in one day. So
I know that, like, there was like a guy in my area, and he used to do have deliveries of car parts. He'd say, I have to wait for my guy to get the car part. I'm like, okay. Whatever.
What's up, Johnny? Johnny, thanks for having us yesterday. I had a good time.
Hi, John E. John E. All right. Who's live? How do I find me? Me.
Probably Victoria.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
She might be off by now.
I'm trying to find us. View my channel.
You're trying to find us. Go to your channel.
I know. I'm doing it.
I know. I lied yesterday, Johnny.
I
think Teresa and I thought it was on my channel. I get so confused. I can't remember from morning to night. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I can't remember from my left hand and my right hand. I mean,
yeah.
It feels like that.
I get it.
I said I'm going to make coffee, and then I want to know. Sometimes I put the sweetener in before, and sometimes I put it in after. And then I'm like, well, now I don't remember if I did it. And then I have to taste it. And it's
speaking of coffee, my husband didn't tell me I was out of heavy cream. So I had to use evaporated milk, which is what I used to use all the time before I started with the heavy cream. So I can use less heavy cream than I do evaporated milk. And the coffee was awful this morning. I mean, awful.
I drink awful coffee on purpose because the good coffee makes me have a tummy ache. So,
well, the coffee pot I'm having to use right now, I don't like it. So I can never get the grounds right. So I've been using the K-Cups. And it's not my community blend I usually use. And I'm using Donut Shop, some crap.
Isn't it strange how, you get used to what you're having, and then just a little bit of difference. Even sometimes I could tell within brands. There was a brand I was using, and I used to find it very smooth and delicious. And then one batch I got, it tasted burnt. And then I go, well, maybe it was just one batch. Like they over roasted the beans or something. And then I tried the next one. And
Right.
it still tasted burnt, but maybe, and then I thought maybe I got the burnt shipment in my store. Like, I can't keep
I
buying
get it.
pounds of coffee.
I know. Well, when I get in my house, I'm going to have to get me a new pot. This was the pot I had at my shop. I had just a Keurig at home, not a Keurig. I had a Ninja, and I can make 1 cup, like with grounds. Why do I want to say grinds? My mama says grinds. And it died. So I had to go get the one from the shop, which is a Keurig. I prefer my Ninja my daughter had given me.
Angela's here.
Hey, Angela. Hey, Scarlett.
Hi, Scarlett. And Jessica was here.
Yeah, I saw Jessica.
And
so
is G still here? Hi, G. How's it going, G? Hi, Ashley.
Greg, you got your house together yet?
I'm gonna resent people asking me that too.
Right.
Like,
I know mine's never gonna be together.
It's never gonna be together. I need to find out how much it's gonna cost to have the professional movers come and take everything away. And after I get like when I get a quote of $10,000, I'm gonna say to Tony, we're renting a truck, get your sons, we'll pay for their hotel, it'll be cheap.
Oh, you're not gonna let them stay with you?
I don't know. What are they gonna do? Sleep on the floor? I have one air mattress.
Oh, okay. You don't have, yeah.
I mean,
you have to go to a hotel. We don't have a room set up yet.
They might as well stay in. I don't know if.
Well, if they're
going to just stay the night talking, they'll be annoying me. That's sad. Maybe they'll just.
I hear you.
Maybe they'll sleep together. They could cuddle on.
Oh wow! Brotherly love, right?
Okay, here's
almost done. Hey, Jennifer Hayes.
Hey, Jennifer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it's sometimes the decorating decisions in the new place. Like sometimes you think, I want to put something here, and then you put furniture there, and you're like, oh, well, now it doesn't go. Okay.
Right. They got all kind of insulation in the house. Like it's from floor to ceiling with packs of insulation and sheetrock.
Excuse me, I'm listening
through the windows yesterday.
Come on in, Roxy. Don't be digging.
Norton's like, well, I came in like instructed to.
Yeah, shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Right on me.
She's gonna shake it off when she gets in the kitchen. That's what they do.
They got baths. They got baths a few days ago, and Tony kept saying, "Shake it off" in the bathroom. So it went on the walls and on everything. It was a mess.
I guess it was.
Because that's the small bathroom that has the shower with the hose for them. Oh, it was bad.
Oh God, when they put my showers in, I sure hope it has a,
hi, Claudette.
Hey Claudette, I hope it has like the, the thing that you can undo.
The thing you can undo? You mean like a shower curtain?
Like the hose. Yeah.
Well,
not just the regular. I know I can buy one and change it.
We had to buy.
I'm sure it's going to be basic, whatever they do.
Let me tell you, whoever lived here before me must have played basketball. They were like, everything was so high up that I had to stand on a stool to be able to like touch the shower head to change the way. I was like, this is crazy. It's like I can't even get it with the tip of my middle finger, like the tallest, anything. Like I said to Tony, I'm going crazy. You got to make an extension coming out of that shower so it's normal height. People could use it, or maybe I'm just short. I don't know.
That's how the one here at Marie's house, you can't bend it. You can't. It won't move. So it's like shooting way back to the back of the tub.
Well, I'm going to tell you that the one that was up there when we moved here just kept splashing, and they only had like a glass panel 3/4 of the way, and the water was hitting the floor in the bathroom, was going everywhere. And I'm like, is that normal? That can't be right. And he said, oh, that's not right. So we
Oh, come here,
like
precious.
taking that out. And now we just have um old fashioned shower curtain, but it works. The water
Well,
doesn't go everywhere.
all that counts.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it looked kind of pretty with the glass, but if they didn't do the glass right, they should have had a glass door.
right. I was looking for Precious's little bows. I mean, her little clips for her hair. What color do you want? You want pink?
Purple. Or
I don't have purple in here.
Yellow. Yellow shows
They
up.
only have one yellow, and well, they have two. One's way at the bottom, but I don't. Garrett took it out because he's like, "Don't put that in my baby's hair." But I'm putting it in.
Greg,
you want two to do it or one?
No, they had a really nice shower head, not like a big square one in the one downstairs, but it didn't have the hose, so we changed it out. Maybe I could sell it at the yard sale.
Yeah, I think I'm having a sale at my booth.
Oh,
I mean, at my shop today.
Wait a second.
This weekend.
That I have to call them about the yard sale. I thought it was on the 10th, but maybe it's in May. I don't remember. They said they were going to print out like a map of houses participating.
Oh, that's right. Y'all got the little thing.
They had signs for the yard sale already. Oh, she already looks long haired. She's getting that beard.
Her beard's getting there. A Santa beard.
It's cute though.
I don't like that, Precious. Let's do the center one.
Make her look like she has a mohawk. Do it down the middle.
And she just sits there and let me.
Well, she's getting attention. Oh, the ones. Yeah.
And these are so light that she doesn't, I guess she doesn't really feel it. There we go.
Saying about the shower bath. But the one I have in New Jersey, I took the little restrictor out, and it has good pressure, but the one here, I didn't have a chance to fiddle with it. So it's kind of like I had to get used to having like a shower with no shower pressure. Like Tony's like, it's fine. And I'm like, it's not great. He thinks I'm fussy because I want pressure from the shower. I'm not fussy. I feel like you can almost like walk around the drops or something. Come out slow.
Like, I don't think I'd like those rain shower heads.
I have one here if you want.
I mean, it seems like it wouldn't be enough.
If the pressure's crappy, it ain't gonna be enough. But if it's good pressure, see, now you don't want it so it feels like it's stinging you. It's so
right.
There's a happy medium.
Yeah.
Now I
mean, look, I am so grateful for this house, and it is going to be basics. Everything is going to be basics that's in there. So
basic new is better than rotting old.
Exactly. So I will take, if they painted it pink with purple polka dots, I'd be happy with it. But it's going to be the same color throughout. It's like you
can paint the lattice pink.
I think it's going to be like a pearl white on the inside with a bright white trim. And then we picked dark colors. I'll let my husband pick the cabinets. That's what he wanted. But the only other choices were prison gray and cheap white. So we went with the espresso.
I probably would have not picked gray, because after looking at houses for the past several years, every new rehab job for like from 4, maybe 5 to a year ago, was a lot of them were like choosing that gray. And then last year,
this was like a cheap looking gray. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a pretty.
If it was a really pale gray, and then you put like white, and then like maybe there, and then there's a gray that has beige tones. It's called grayish or something. The
Yeah.
warm gray looks good.
Yeah, no, this was like school gray, you know, on the walls at school. And
And
then the white just looked really cheapy. So that we did the espresso and then the dark oak floors to go with it. And the guy goes, "Oh, you should have done the light." I don't like that oak, regular oak. And the other one was a gray oak. We had 3 choices of everything to pick. So I kind of went with everything that would go with the dark cabinets because it's the same throughout. And then we had a choice of carpet or the same tile in the bedrooms. I told him no carpet at all. So
after I like stepping onto a rug out of bed. However, after having carpets and being allergic to dust, having the ability to do a dust mop like every day quick is good.
yeah. Well, Sean has asthma, so I just soon,
It's
and I
better.
just feel like it's easier to clean with the
Ultimately,
dog and
it's way
everything.
better.
And then the counters is like a beige with some darker brown specks in it because we had that or graphite, I think, which was like a black. And then there was one that had grayish tones in it. So, I mean, basically that was the only one that would match. Right, Claudette. Yeah, I can get a rug to put, you know, inside the bed or whatever.
You
But of
can.
course, I have to have room for the steps leading up to the bed for Precious.
And I what is it? At Hobby Lobby this week they had rugs and mats and throws were 50% off.
Oh,
So you
wow.
can get like you could get something.
Mm-hmm.
They have a rug that is a print up like on this sort of thick fabric with a touch of it. They say you could throw it right in the washing machine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anybody has something like that, but I'm interested in putting that here
Mm-hmm.
because when the dogs come in with the dirty or the wet feet, it might be nice to be able to like wash it once
Right.
in a while. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd be nice.
It would be. But I mean, look, it's not gorgeous. And it's not like a plush Persian rug. No,
Yeah.
but
And
it's
you can
nice
keep
enough.
carpet, you can vacuum and keep it as clean as you want. But when you lift it, like when you go to take it out, it's full of crap underneath, you know, dust and
That's why when Tony said just gonna clean the rugs and leave them, I'm like, nobody's gonna want to see. I
oh,
have
what's the drink?
they put ivory like off-white rugs in the upstairs. Now, not only are
Mhm.
they old, they're dirty. And
Right.
even though I took away like stains, when I was taking away the stains, I brought the color up to like almost the more original color, and then it looks. So I have dark stains. I have brilliant, like makes the carpet look brand new stains, and then the regular, it's like 3 colors of carpet. Although
Mhm.
I don't know, I would
Yeah.
be turned off.
And I don't know, carpet just attracts the damn dogs to pee somewhere just to mark it. I'll never forget when we had redone
It did.
the old house for the first time. We had just put the carpet. The guy hadn't. I bet you he wasn't down the road yet. My neighbor's kid walked in, dog shit, trash across the floor. I cried. I screamed, and he was like mine. So I mean, I fussed him. I'm like, y'all got to walk, girl. Oh yeah, and little feet all the way across the living room because they were young back then.
Oh man, I know that it's not his mom's fault, but I would say maybe we should work on wiping feet before we go in a house, kind of,
Right.
or not stepping in the dog poo. That's a good life lesson.
Right. Well, his dad was raising him, so I was like his mom at that point.
Oh boy.
But yeah, they were playing outside and they just came running in.
Well, it doesn't matter what age you are. Apparently, people who are 65 years old will do something similar because it happened here. And he
Oh
said,
my God.
"Oh no!" And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" And he goes, "What am I going to do? It happened already." I'm like,
Oh, wait, let me make you laugh. Somebody must have taken one of the dogs to take a crap by my car door. Hey, John.
"Hi, John."
So I went to do my infusion and I'm going to get out the car, and there's dog crap on the bottom of my foot. And I'm like, oh, I had nothing in my car. I had a Coke. I like poured it on the bottom of my shoe.
That works, I guess. I mean, I've gone to puddles. I've gone to
Hey,
grass.
Debbie.
I've gone to the edge. Hi, Debbie. I've gone to the edge of, like, if there's a curb and but if you have like treads on your shoes, you're screwed, man.
I could have cried. Good thing I was early. So and I'd rub it on.
I would have gone to the bathroom in the place.
Oh my God.
Okay, and then when you wash it, you got to make sure you don't get the top part.
Well, I don't even know how I didn't smell it in the car, but I didn't.
One time I did smell it, and I'm like, oh, somebody has crap on them. I don't know who it is. Let's all check.
Right. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. What's going on?
What's going on with Jeffrey? Today might be my last day on YouTube.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jeffrey.
Well, that's up to you.
I have a big day today. Oh God, I got to bring Mama to the dermatologist one way, like towards New Orleans. Then I have to go back to the booth the other way because it's payday and I got to go pay her rent. So it's like from one end of the earth to the other.
I tried to call my doctor's office, and today they start at 10:30 country hours.
I don't even know what time my mom's appointment is. I know I wrote it in my calendar. Oh, geez, we way back here already. Halfway through.
Oh.
3:20.
Well, my condolences, Jeffrey. It's hard to lose relatives. It's very sad. 32 years up in heaven.
Oh, so sorry, Jeffrey. That's tough.
It is hard to deal. It's hard. Yeah. I miss people. I miss my relatives too.
Yeah.
All the older people in my life are gone. So
yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Oh my goodness. I could just take a good nap right now. I didn't get to sleep till after 1. And when the alarm went off to wake up my husband, I was like, ugh. Then I must have fell back asleep. And then when I woke up, he was sitting on the side of the bed playing his game on his phone. And I'm like, what time is it? He goes, 10 minutes to 6. I'm like, 10 more minutes. Sound like the kid. 5 more minutes, Mom. I got to go find my coat because I'm about to have. Never mind. I got it behind me.
I slept like almost sideways on the bed, and I didn't prop myself up like I usually do, and my back hurt in the morning. And but I mean, my current symptoms of, like, I had the earache, the sore throat. Then all of a sudden I started coughing and sneezing. Well, sneezing came before the coughing. Now it's coughing. And I don't think this is allergies.
Right.
I had allergies before. It usually just affects like this part of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like,
there's I was watching or talking to somebody.
Hey, Angie.
People, and they said, hey, Angie, the cough. Like this one girl says she's been having a cough for over a month. Oh. And she said she goes in the store and people look at it. She goes, it's just allergies, I promise. Because that's what they told her.
This is Lucas,
did I tell you good morning? Good morning.
It's phlegmy. It's like not my usual kind of cough. And I took the pneumonia shot and I took the flu shot. I don't know. Anyway, the doctor office gave me 2 free COVID tests. And guess where they are?
Where?
In the truck. Guess where the truck is?
In New Jersey.
It's in New Jersey. So
I could just favorite.
That's not new. You've been doing that for
I know, but
for 6 months.
Coke Zero used to be my favorite. And Garrett keeps buying Coke Zero, and I keep telling him I want Dr. Pepper Zero, and he just doesn't do it.
Men. What do they call it when they toxic? No, it's not toxic. I know your husband isn't. Like, when they toxic, there's a thing now going around where people say like it's incompetence, but they're doing it like on purpose, sort of, and sort of like, so it's anyway. If they get everything wrong, supposedly, then you start doing stuff, and then they get off the hook.
It's a bad addiction, John. It is so bad.
Do you remember 2 years ago that I started doing the like Diet Cokes all the time? And then when I was trying to lose weight, I was eating a lot of pickles and drinking Diet Coke. It was weird. But salt helps. Supposedly salt helps with like hunger when you're doing it fast.
Mm-hmm.
They
well,
tell you
I
to
have been getting horrible leg cramps at night. Like my foot will distort. Like it's horrible. So my doctor, my neuro, he goes, I have been researching to try to find a good solution for leg cramps and stuff. And he goes, go drink you some V8. Thanks a lot, Doc.
V8?
He says those little shots of, stuff like the pickle juice and
yeah, I was going to say the pickle juice. People are like talking about pickle juice and stuff, but if you're doing like intermittent fasting, people are saying that the pickle juice, I think, is like more satisfying than just water or black coffee. I can't do black coffee.
Yeah, sugar-free hard candies, Angie. Angie, you got diabetes?
All right, Angie, if you do tart sugar-free candies, the tartness makes your salivary glands loosen up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my suggestion. If you're going to do like a sugar-free candy and you have diabetes, like try ones that are like lemony or sour.
Right. Because they say, you shouldn't like hard candies with sugar will just make you more thirsty. So that's why they said use the sugar-free candies.
I kind of, I got like the citrus flavored Tic Tacs, and they're like at 1.5. They basically say they have no sugar. They have a little sugar, but it's like 1.5 calories. So if I take like 2 of them, and that kind of quenches my thirst in a way. I don't have it terrible bad like you might have, but
yeah, I usually use like little sugar-free Werthers or something.
Yeah, I now have purchased those. I was on.
Maybe
your A1C was good. Good for you. That my A1C was getting bad.
I don't know why it looks crooked. My desk is not crooked. I don't know. My shelf is not crooked.
It looks a little. It's kind of some lenses fish eye people like it makes everything look a little off. It's not perfect.
Well, because some people make us like go up close and personal to the camera.
I can't see lately unless I move things. Like I have to adjust.
And Suzy refuses to do portrait mode, so she makes us big because she wants to be normal.
That's all right. You look good, so that's all right. Somebody told me.
Why did she end up ending up behind me?
He said that he had his salivary glands were getting, I think they call them stones. It's like they get like a little clog. And he says, I was told to take a wedge of lemon and like suck on it. And he goes, and the little stones came out. And he said it worked. And I'm like, okay.
That's gross. The stones are gross. Like they say they have a real bad taste or whatever when they come out.
You're not supposed to eat them. You're supposed to spit them out.
No, I know, but they said
they smell. I guess.
Yeah.
I used to have tonsil. I had big swollen tonsils back before I had them out, and they would get calcification stones, I guess. Yeah. And my dentist said, not the dentist, my ear, nose, and throat doctor. I said, I know how to get them out. And he goes, what are you talking about? I go, I take a big pen cap and I like try to poke at him. And he goes, you're getting those tonsils out. What are you?
Oh, wow. You
And
can
he's
try
like,
lemon water, Angie. That might work. Yeah, they do. That's what they said.
yeah, everything has odor. I mean, even like if you have a sinus condition and you have,
Mhm.
and
I'm
if you
sure.
have a stomach problem with like lots of acid reflux, they say that could give you odor. Like the sinus drippage could give you odor. It's not fun.
Yeah. I keep
Bacteria
checking my
on your tongue
labs.
give you
They
odor.
did all kind of labs.
Teeth that are bad.
Um, I went to the allergist, immunologist person, and she did a ton of labs. They did allergy tests. That was all
What? Negative?
that was all normal. That was all normal.
You were telling me you were itchy when they did that. I was wondering how you came out. I know.
Well, it was the control one that they do, which will test positive. It was like very itchy, and I had purple dots all over my arms. The last time I had it done years ago, they did it on my back.
Ooh, that must be hard.
So, but my gamma globins, IgA, stuff like that was low. So, if they're still low, um, we're going to consider infusions, gamma globin
Is
infusions.
it gamma globulin or gamma globin?
Well, they say gamma globins. It's immunoglobulins, but
I have to go for a second. I'll be right back.
all right. Well, she just left me off. Anyway, well, I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm gonna have a busy day. I bought tags way back when from Temu, and they're pretty sucky. The good tags have a nice string. This has thread, like an actual piece of thread on it from my booth. I don't like them. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate it. It is so windy here. I don't know. It's supposed to be clear. I think I'm going to have a garage sale at my shop this weekend to get rid of stuff. Garrett said he would help me go. Like, we have tons of boxes here in the garage. So he said he would help me go through like one box at a time so I can throw away stuff. Because if not, he's going to throw the whole box away. And then I might have to hurt it. So we wouldn't want that. So I guess I'm going to just do one box at a time. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, the wind, it's crazy. Yesterday, I went out to get something out of the car, and it was like, shoot, it felt like a hurricane out there.
Oh, I had a power outage yesterday from the wind.
Really?
Yeah,
Johnny said he had a lot of wind too.
we had terrible wind, and then it turned into a thunderstorm. But initially, it was hitting the house so hard the dogs were freaking out, and the lights started flickering, and it went off, and then it went on again, and then it went off and stayed off. And
Thank you, Angie.
and I thought to myself, I think I'm going to be crocheting by flashlight. What am I going to be doing tonight? Like,
right.
But it only lasted like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. Well, I sold 6 of my little chickens yesterday, so I got to redo those. And look at the cute little basket I have to put them in.
That's adorable. I love that basket.
I don't remember where I got it from, but the little chicken wire is perfect for it. Yeah, Angie, the color, I like it now that it's all done. But when you look at a little thing, it was either going to be like this alabaster, off-white, or gray fog. So I'm like, oh, my neighbor has sort of like a alabaster kind of color, and I definitely didn't want to look like his. So It could be, Angie.
Yep,
Medications do that to you.
they
Look it
do.
up and see. It'll probably be dry mouth, but sometimes after you get used to the med, it'll get better.
I took a new med for a couple nights, and my mouth was so dry, so dry. My eyeballs got dry, my mouth, and my sinus. Everything felt so dry that
Mhm.
I kind of
Right.
discontinued it myself. Sorry, but
Well, we had our choices for walls. Claudette was a gray, the pearl white, or alabaster, I think it was. So I figured with the dark cabinets, the pearl kind of was the only one that would really go with it. I couldn't do gray unless like I had to go with all the like the gray cabinets, the gray oak, all that. So it's kind of like they gave you one whole color port, combination all the way through that each one. But it'll be nice. It'll be better than what I had.
I like, as I'm older and seeing what colors people pick, I kind of almost wish sometimes that they pick off white and white, because then if you do want to change some,
Right.
it's a lot easier to cover white than it is to cover like a color like that's a bold.
Right. So this is the cabinet that we picked.
It looks almost like ebony, but it's espresso. Yeah,
It's
dark
espresso.
wood.
It was either those were the three choices we had.
Okay, it looks good.
And then it's called pearly white is what we picked. So we would either gray or beige is what.
Oh, do you see the one that says accessible beige?
Uh-huh.
Huh? That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah, I could have used it. I didn't want it. I don't know.
I got a sample of that from Sherwin-Williams, and I put that on the wall. It looks pretty. It looks really nice with white trim.
Yeah, and then this was the choices for the exterior. It's like that West Highland white was like a kind of like a cream color. I know it doesn't really show that well. There we go.
What's the Gossamer Veil? Is it
Gossamer Veil
gray beige?
It's like a beigey gray maybe.
Yeah.
So we went with the morning fog, but it looks better on the house because to me it feels like it's got almost like a blue undertone to it a little bit.
When I first bought my house in New Jersey, it was that color. It was like a blue. It was a gray that had a blue undertone.
Yeah, and then that's the floor, the top one.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised they don't have one. They didn't have one that was like kind of a middle range brown.
Well, they had this woodley oak.
I know, but that's actually a very pale color.
It is. And then the gray, I guess I'd have had to go with that if we did the gray, but
you didn't have to do that. You could do whatever you want. I like the darker.
Well, like I said, they only gave us 3 things of each. And then it was graphite, gray pampas, or the Milano quartz is what we picked.
Yeah, I picked that too.
Yeah. Because you couldn't use the I mean, why would I do black? Well, I guess it would have because they had some kind of black in that espresso, but I don't want black countertops.
No, that'll look good. You'll like it.
Yeah.
And I changed the hardware, and for like less than $100 to make such a difference, it makes such a difference. Like, and you can probably do it for less than 50, but it's really nice to change your hardware up to something you really like.
Yeah, definitely. And then I was trying to see. So they still have the railings, and then they put the lattice work at the bottom of the house to cover the bottom.
Okay, Jennifer.
Okay, Jennifer. No texting and driving, Jennifer.
I was so happy when we got the new hardware up on those cabinets.
Yeah, I like the drawer pulls you got. Those are nice. Those cup holds.
They're very country, but I love it. It's right up my alley. I've always wanted that.
Well, yeah, I guess it's easier because we're going through that program, so we don't have to fight about everything is being done out of our control.
That's actually it's nice to not have to deal with vendors like or construction people. Because if you had to hire a roofer and then they don't show up, and then you had to hire a plumber and then they
No,
don't show
it's
up,
this one
it's like,
guy. He does everything.
yeah,
They take care of the permits, the everything.
that's even better. Because
Yeah.
my husband is doing yard work at my other house, and he's like, he was doing. I feel like he should be making the house look less gross, but but he's making the yard look pretty. I don't know.
Oh no, Jennifer. Girl, you got your angel on your shoulder, definitely. Dropping links while she was going to the doctor with no glasses.
Oh boy. I can't see
Ah.
really can't see without the glasses.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I can drive without glasses at this point. I'm so used to having glasses.
Oh, I can't. I mean, as it is with my glasses, I have to be almost on top of a sign before I could see it.
We talk about efficient billboards and non-efficient. Like they have some that switch, and there's one in town that switches off every time it gets to the thing I want to read. And I'm like, we passed by this sign 5 times, and I don't know what restaurant they're advertising. It's like,
well, you know, that's why I like to leave my Waze on, even if I don't have an address plugged in there, because you can see the streets I could see that better than I can see. Me either. Me too, Angie. And it's like, you know, I can remember when I was younger and my mom goes, I can't see without my glasses. I'm like, yeah, right. Well, Mom, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were driving out of the Walmart parking lot, and there were like people were hammering signs into the, you
missed it. My husband, it says,
I can't see.
Garrett arrived at home and Garrett left home. So that means Garyville.
Okay. Well, when we were leaving Walmart, people had purchased signs, like lawn signs to put in, like, you know, like roofers and electricians and stuff. And I said to Tony, I go, I can't even read most of those signs. Why did they waste their money? It's like, he's like, I know, I can't read them either. So
I used to say that about my car, Jennifer. It would take me, it knew its way to the doctor's. Oh, let me turn this off. Because every time he goes somewhere, I get a notification.
Well, I used to be up in, I remember driving somewhere. I had a meeting to go to, and it was supposed to be in one part of Yonkers. Yonkers is a pretty big city. I went to the wrong part of Yonkers because we have it in 2 different buildings. So when I got to the second building and nobody was in the parking lot, I was thinking, something's wrong. And then I went to the other building, and I didn't even pay attention. I just drove.
It said she used to look through her grandma's glasses when she was younger, and she couldn't see a thing. Now she is stronger than she did.
I get that. I remember doing that, thinking, wow, I can't see. This is bad.
I know, right?
Yeah, and you know, it's like the kind of, it's not like you have a drop of gravy on your cheek. You can't change it.
Right.
Like you're stuck.
Yep. Oh my goodness. I tell you. It's, you know, how to get old.
Yeah.
Like when I hit 30, my vision really went bad. And then it just declined steadily. And then the diabetes doesn't help. So
I think for me, I needed reading glasses when I was about 30, but 40 started with the different, like, you know, I needed almost like bifocals, but like I didn't wear glasses until about the time, like when my mom was really sickly. I remember going to restaurants and like holding out the menu out here. And my brother used to say to me something like, do you want me to hold it like across the table? Like, I go, so I used to say,
Debbie made it.
Thank you. I used to say, can you read me the little like special that has beef? And they would like forget to say, oh, you could choose a different side dish. And, you know, they would, I don't know, these people, They're my family. They should have been nice about it. And then people would be like getting different size. I'm like, why didn't you tell?
Wow. That's pretty good, Claudette. I
That
had
is.
to enlarge my font on my phone. Although it's not as large as my mama's font on her phone, but it is a little bit large.
I made I made my iPad as big as it goes, and I could sometimes like spread
I
it out.
can't.
I can. It's bad for like editing photographs when you're just.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, when you're on your computer, you can really make it.
I'm supposed to go to the doctor for eyes, not just the eyeglass doctor. But
Jennifer, where you been, diddle Letty?
Lebby,
Lebby?
Lebby.
Diddle Lebby?
So Kent, how's it going, Kent? How are the goats? The goats over
How's the goats?
on the next block had babies. They're so cute, the little baby goats. They kind of look like, oh, Glenn's here too. Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn. You're not quitting? That's good to know, Debbie.
Okay.
Debbie, what's for dinner? We had beans. Well, I started cooking beans, red beans, and well, actually Thomas cooked them. And then John goes, I'm going to buy Popeyes. So that's what he bought. And we ate beans and chicken. But I don't know what we having tonight. Maybe I thought Thomas wanted homemade hamburgers. So I guess we might do that.
I bought a frozen low carb meal.
Mm.
And it was very low calorie. It was like, it's had 7 pieces of chicken on the box and only 5 in the inside. So they lied. And it had like about 10 pieces of mushrooms and it had 1. So it was completely not right. However, it had no flavor. It was horrible. And all I tasted was like spice. Like something hot. But otherwise, it was bad. And I ate it anyway. I added a little Asian dressing I had to it.
No, I don't, Debbie. The reason they did that, because back in the day, Mondays was wash day. So you can put a pound of fresh beans on the stove on a low fire, and it wasn't something they had to fool with a whole lot. So you put it boiling and cooking on a low fire, and you can do all your chores and your laundry, and you didn't have to worry about it.
Read what Glenn wrote, Dawn. There's a special sale.
Oh, cool, Glenn.
So are you inviting her to go with you?
I went last time. Well, he sent me the address when they had their little neighborhood sale, but I couldn't make it. I'm going to have a garage sale, I think, Saturday at my shop.
I want to ask him, why do you need a friend and family pass unless it's inside something?
No, because he gets to go a week early.
Okay.
So it must be, it's down the street from me this year. So this one must be something different inside.
Is it like in a field that has like a perimeter that they can charge for tables or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get.
Yeah, I'll cook it any. Oh, it's the Rotary Club doing it. Cool.
Okay. My neighborhood's having a neighborhood-wide yard sale, and I see the signs all over the place. So that little kid who's organizing it up the hill, they're homeschooled. It must be their project.
It's in a big building, he said. Nice.
Anyway, I have to get back to that kid and say I want to try to do it, but I don't have any kind of tables to put stuff on that I'm not using currently for art.
Right. That's the thing is, I don't know. I know I got one table for sure that I brought to the spring fling, but I don't know. I'm using one of my smaller tables in here as a desk. And I don't know. I'm ready to just like pull all the shelves from my office outside and say, help yourself to what's on them.
That
Be
I'm sure.
hundreds of plush there. Oh, okay. I haven't bought plush in 100 plus people, like different people, vendors or whatever. Nice. I need to get back to y'all like Dollar Deal store over there. I think it's on, is it on Sherwood Forest, Glenn? I went there. Oh,
Look,
cool.
Angie, that's nice.
I wish I had somebody to help just come in. And I keep asking Garrett, I'm like, help me. Just help me go through this stuff. I'm not strong enough. I'll close my eyes, throw it away.
Tony was saying the house over there is dead. He goes, it feels dead. Like, he goes,
Oh,
no dogs jumping on me, no wife telling me I'm
yeah.
doing wrong. I'm like, thanks.
Well, you can call them every 10 minutes and say, hey, by the way, you're not doing it right.
uh,
It does feel good to declutter, but it's hard to let go sometimes.
but once it's gone, do you really miss? Sometimes
No,
you miss some stuff.
no,
So I still have a hard time thinking, like, I know I packed it, but did it get over here? Did it go in the attic or did it go in the truck and come? I
right,
can't find what I want.
right.
But I would love for that man to clean out that storage unit.
I bet she's calling to say checks won't be ready till later. I'll have the checks ready this afternoon. God dang it. Which means I can't go there before, so I'll have to go after, which means I'll be on the road late. Oh well, I'll crochet my chicken keychains for my orders.
Look what they're showing me to look at. It's you.
Us? Oh, that's us. That's
No,
now.
it's us and then you.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy.
I've been going into YouTube Studio and adding tags to my videos. And then, there's that new thing that you have to go in and make sure it's clicked if you don't click it. Let me tell you what it is.
You have to go to YouTube Studio to click some?
Yeah. If you don't do it when you put your video up. And so you got to go to content and then you go to one of your videos. Well, you hit edit and then it's the thing that says.
Wait, don't do it yet. I'm not there yet. YouTube Studio. I'm going. Oh, it's telling me I don't have the app. Continue.
Oh, well, you can do it on your computer, but
right.
that it doesn't have.
Oh, it's so small. What do I do?
It doesn't have altered content. You have to put that. No, for that.
Wait. Where do I find these things?
Under content, and then you have to edit your video.
Oh boy. Where do I find content? Published video?
Wait, I'll show you.
Is it on the side? Is it like
at the bottom on mine? Oh, so much glare. Oh wait, I hit it. So at the bottom, there's a content button, like you have your dashboard and then your content. So when you click on content,
okay, I see that now.
And then you can click on a video.
Okay.
And then you hit the edit button.
But what am I editing for?
Because you want to make sure that wait, let me hit edit.
Title, description, tags, visibility.
You have to make sure it's not made for kids. Oh. Altered content, you put no, that you didn't alter stuff.
So wait, so I go to tabs, title, description, visibility, audience. Okay, audience.
Right, and then you got to add your tags.
So I say, no, it's not made for kids.
Right, because if you put that it's made for kids, then your audience becomes very, very little.
Okay.
So you always have to put not made for kids, unless you're a kids channel. But because if not, it was saying that will very much decrease your audience and who it sends it to. And then paid promotions, no.
What about tags? What does that mean?
Tags, you have to add your tags. So like, say like you put a video of Norton. So then you would put
How about a bird feeder? Birds.
Okay, then you put birds, bird feeder. Just keep, like Pennsylvania, uh, garden, just a bunch of things like that that would kind of what kind of birds comes. Well, no, I know, Debbie, I did that too, but they were saying you got to go to the tag section and then add them there. Yeah, mine is permanently set not for kids too. No, if you have it set in your settings not for kids, then all your stuff will come up not for kids.
Now, do you separate words in a hashtag or not?
All right, if you're in the tag section, just hit enter or tab it, and then you don't have to put it there. But if you're putting it in the description, you have to put hashtag.
I want to know. Oh. I'm doing hashtags in the tags. No. And what about like if it's backyard birds? Do I have to put back and then a space?
Yeah.
Yard birds?
No. Like if you're doing the hashtag in your description, I would put hashtag backyard birds all together. But if you're doing it in the tag section, you can space. But it's when you hit enter that you see how it does? That's the tag section.
Okay. This is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Okay.
And then I was watching this guy, he was showing how to get more views. And I can't find that other thing he was saying. Let me look while we on here. I'm going to change tabs on my computer and go to YouTube Studio. Because I feel like I'm missing something to tell you. And this guy had like over 10,000. Why does it do this?
He said separate by comma. Okay.
Oh, I don't, because it puts it on the computer if you do it.
Okay. And then now what?
And then you save it.
Oh, Lord. Like the screen is so small, I can't even see where it says save.
Right.
Where did it go? I can't do it over here. I'm done. I'm sorry, audience. I'm sorry, 10 people.
Let me tell you. Hold on. Edit.
Okay, once selected, edit, add to playlist, blah, blah, blah. And then I did do the edit.
Yeah, and always make you a playlist and put it in a playlist.
I don't know how to do that either. Well, that'll be another long call. How do I press save?
You have to put that it doesn't have altered content.
Oh boy. It's already set to not made for kids. All right. I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, just a little something.
I think that I always used to not make it just for kids. Wow, it's really foggy. Anyway, it looks like the clouds are low.
The clouds are low?
Yeah, like you could just see the top of the mountains, but not the mountain.
Oh, okay.
The mountains look so much bigger in reality than they do on camera or video for some reason.
I'm going to start. I want to talk to Teresa too. I was looking and you can do like a on your community tab, like you can community spotlight like a channel each week or whatever, however long you want to do it. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then you promote that channel for the week.
That's nice to do. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to me. View my channel. I still have 461. It keeps going to 461 followers.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll get above that. But thank you, 461 people. That's nice.
Right. I'm trying to see where I'm at. I think it was at. I was at 655. I was 656. It goes up and down.
I didn't even give myself a thumbs up. There's 14 now.
Ooh.
Hey.
I am so hungry.
I'm congested. I'll just say that. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Squirrels, magnet, fishing, managing. What? Moderating, I have no issues. Comment. I'm squirrels, magnet, fishing. I don't understand. That's going over my head. Hey, Jane. Squirrel magnets.
No, magnet fishing. You ever watch that? Magnet fishing.
Okay. No, I never watched it. But
the angel is here. Well, I don't know about that. She gave you the finger.
I'm going to give you the finger. The finger. My grandmother used to say, I gave him the finger. I go, that's the wrong finger, Grandma.
Oh my goodness.
Funny. She knew about it. Oh man. I gave him the finger. It is kind of a grandma finger though.
I'm so hungry. My stomach is like growling.
I don't know. Maybe you should get if you get a cold with chest congestion, I think you'll be less hungry. Oh,
well, I have to eat something so I can take my medicine.
There's like an albino-ish cardinal in the tree. It looks like it's very, very, very pale. Like a mutation?
Maybe it's not feeling well.
Well, maybe. But I think the colors are like mostly white and a little bit of beige on the wings.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. I wish I had a photograph of that bird.
Well, take a photograph.
Well, I can't really right about now. But, this is the thing about birds. I could try. Well, I'll try. Let me go. I'll see. Usually they fly away before I have a chance.
Oh, you tried to dye your hair purple? Cool. She's purple. I bet it looks good. Oh my goodness. My poor little baby. She's so jealous. If you pet Bella, she comes and pushes her way between, and she doesn't let you pet Bella. Everything up, Jennifer. She said, don't blame her, Jennifer. Well, did you get it?
I got it. It's on the feeder. Can you see?
Bend it down. Yeah, there you go.
Can you see that it's so pale for a cardinal?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Maybe that's the female.
Well, the females are browner usually. This is definitely like an off-white.
Hey, April.
These are growing in my yard. I don't
Oh,
even know.
pretty. I think
Yeah.
you should paint those. Well,
Okay.
that's a female.
Well, I know it's
Hey, baby
usually
girl.
females are lighter, but they're a darker color, even though they're not compared to the regular females. That color is like at least that's
I
more like
wonder why.
an
Okay, God,
ivory
why did you
buff.
make the male
They're brown.
birds so much nicer than the female?
Except there's a kind of parrot called an eclectus parrot, and the the males are green with a big orange beak, and the females are red and purple, and they don't even look like the same species.
Uh-huh.
It's gorgeous. That's the only bird where like the female is prettier than the male, in my opinion.
I
It's
think the horned peacocks, the male's prettier.
yeah. Oh yeah. Mostly the males are much more pretty. This bird that I saw, I I I have lots of cardinals in my yard, and it is clearly 2, 3 shades paler than every other.
Okay, thank you, Glenn. I just saw it come through.
Cool.
I need to
See,
find me a good rummage
they're
sale.
gone. I could. If I went out to see them, they'd be gone. Bye bye, birdie.
I have got to go to the grocery.
Did you ever hear of Lenten roses, or I think it's called Helenbore, Helensbore? I don't know, something
I
like
don't
that.
know. Greg says peacocks are like guard dogs.
Somebody that I follow on one of these social media platforms said that 2 peacocks showed up on her property about 2 weeks ago, and one of them keeps flying into the house if they leave the door open, and it goes to the kitchen for some reason. And she said, and then they put it outside, and she says they refuse to leave. I would think that the neighbors would be putting up signs down the road from here. Someone put on the road, caution,
Oh, did you see what April wrote? She goes, "That is sweet. Walked into your show and walked in, and as you showed the bird, today is her and baby girl Vibes' mother's heavenly birthday, and she loved Cardinal." Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet. Well, thanks for stopping by. And this has touched our hearts.
I think that's Marie's work phone ringing.
April. So welcome, April. And my condolences.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get something to eat. My stomach hurts. It's so hungry.
Well, go get it. It is a mutant bird. I'm sure it's mutant. The pastor who married us.
Purple.
Hi, Purple. The pastor who married us is taking pictures of this hawk every day. That is a mutation, and it's like the base of the feathers is an off-white.
Okay.
Usually they're brown. So
when we go towards New Orleans on the 12-mile bridge between like the Spillway Bridge, they call it, there is a eagle's nest. It's been there forever. And sometimes some people stop because you can when the eagle is there. But it's just this like dead tree, and the big old nest is right at the top.
That's cool. So there's a baby girl Vibes is here. Hi, welcome.
You didn't see when she came in?
No, I didn't see. I was maybe taking a picture, or I just didn't notice.
Oh, maybe you were. Yeah.
I can miss things too.
Oh, hi, Winks. Apparently Jennifer's purple. Jennifer said she's purple everything. She dyed her hair purple. So she's got purple hands, purple feet, purple shower.
That's kind of a turn off. That's encouraging me to not do my hair purple, actually. Thinking that my shower will turn purple and not ever go back. Our slop sink, I'm calling it the the utility sink
Mm-hmm.
is now reddish because of the paintbrushes getting washed in there.
It dyed her fingernails purple.
Oh. Wow.
The Cardinals are speaking to her today.
Oh. I have cardinals here. I love to see them. They're beautiful.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put some bird feeders and stuff in my backyard.
I love the bird feeders. Do you get a lot of hummingbirds in Louisiana because it's warm?
If you have the feeders out.
Well, I didn't just, well, if you have a lot of flowers, they'll come to flowers like around, I want to say like 4:30, like, but maybe for you it would be 5. Are you earlier or later? Like when, like when the sun is starting to set, the birds go to the feeders.
Yeah. I mean, I see it like my mom has hummingbird feeders, and you can, they come out.
Does she change the liquid like every 3 days? Because
She changes. I don't know about every 3 days, but she changes it.
Because it gets such a.
She doesn't put a lot at one time.
That's a better idea. I once let it get a little funky.
Angie said she gets lots.
Oh, nice. Yeah, There's an area in Kentucky that is obviously not very close to Mississippi, but like there's a little corner of Kentucky that's right over Tennessee, and the park. There's an area that's known for them to go to, and they have videos of it. It's amazing to see. There's also a woman in California that has hundreds visiting her yard every single day, and somebody put swings up for them. It's so cute.
Oh, Glenn said the red water is poison.
Yeah, it's not good. They don't need it. All they need is like 1 part sugar to 4 parts water.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to get the thing at Dollar Tree, by the way. I need to get that because my husband didn't put the filter over the drain for the dog, and he washed.
I bought some filters for here. The people who lived here before, oh my God, in the sink, like the lavatory, and through the whole drain system, the guy pulled out. Well, Garrett first, when he did the bathtub, pulled out hair ties, and then the guy we couldn't get it. He had to cut a hole in the water, get to the main pipe, cut that, go through it. He pulled out, he had one of the rooter kind of things, and he pulled out big clops of hair with hair ties. It was gross. So apparently the girl who was here didn't even care to take her hair ties out, I guess, before she took a shower, or if they fell, she didn't pick them up, whatever.
That's probably it. She probably took them off, threw them on the side, and then the next time she showered, they went down the drain. My husband dropped stuff down the drain, like caps for, shampoos and. He's so not careful. It's scary.
Marie was cleaning out the one in her room, and I swear she pulled a clop of hair out of there that was like the size of a small animal. It was gross.
In my former town in New Jersey, they do the drains every so often, and I said, I am finding diapers. How is that possible that they flushed a diaper?
Oh,
really? Now I don't even know of any babies on the street, but still crazy. Like, wouldn't it clog? I don't even think it would. I could barely get the toilet paper down. How did they do a diaper? That's what I
don't know.
I don't know.
Some people don't care, especially if it's not if they're renting or something and they don't care.
That's why I said, if you become a landlord, you got to be prepared to be hiring those $500 plumbers every year, and they're going to be doing weird stuff on all your cupboard pantries.
Well, this guy had one of the things, and those router things, and he had a smaller one, one of the electric ones. He had to go buy a bigger one because it snapped his, and then he had to go through the roof with the drain. It was a mess, but thank God we have drainage now. You don't have to stand in your water as you're taking a shower.
I know. But how did we ever like make it from the pioneer days where they used to have like bathtubs and people said like clean water is like an extra 10 cents.
Oh, my friend's husband, he was one of, I don't know, he's older than her.
They put
And
3 people in the tub at the same time, I bet.
no, his mom would do the big tub of water, and he said he was always the first one in because he said he wasn't taking a bath in the water that all his sisters did. Oh God.
Oh boy. Crazy. I hear that. I know moms who used to put the little ones like, all in the tub at the same time so she get it over with,
Right.
Because she had like my friend had 3 kids under 5 years old. That's a lot to deal with at one time.
Oh yeah.
And
when Sean was little, the bathtub was always filled. Like you had to, kick the little men aside. Like it was always, I always took a shower with wrestlers in the bathtub. It's crazy.
No. So he still likes the wrestlers, kind of.
He does. Well, he doesn't like now. If you give him a figure, he doesn't open it. He just leaves it there. But he's got one of those big totes, and he must have 200 to 300 wrestlers in there.
Wow,
Nana Tank.
Nana. Oh.
Okay, you see, the guy had to go on our roof down that vent thing to clean that too.
They opened up the main line from my basement to the street to do the last rotoring thing, but I know like you're not supposed to, but we've been putting that like Mr. Plumber or whatever it's called, like that.
Right.
Whatever. Over there. Now we have a septic tank, so I don't know what kind of special thing.
We had a septic tank. It hasn't been that long that we've had sewage. Yeah. Sewer system, because we always had septic tanks. So when they put it in, we all had to cave in our septic tanks and fill them.
It's a good idea. Let me tell you.
This guy I got mine done. I didn't have to do it. The house behind me, there's a big, like, it's a ditch, but it's like a canal because it's really big. And the only way in was like those cement driveways that they made. So they couldn't put the trucks through it. So they asked permission to come through my yard. So I said, you can, but you'll probably fall in because we haven't caved in the septic tank yet. He goes, I'll take care of that. He did it. They fixed my yard, and he gave us $100 gift certificate to go eat out.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was. So at least, he fixed my thing. Yeah, that would have been plenty payment enough, but I took the gift card, of course.
Why not? We have a gift card to some place in the next bigger town over, which we don't really enjoy going to, but
oh, look, when I was little, Nana, we had sewage ditches that was all the ditches had sewage.
My eyes are opening up like
it was gross. I can tell you, I've fallen off my bike in them. Most kids did. Then you had to run inside, take a bath. Oh, it was gross. The smell that came from them was awful.
Well, that's like, they used to have that in England, in London, before they had real sewers. And, people just would have like chamber pots and toss them out the window to like land. The thought of it.
It was always like this black sludge that would be,
Mm-hmm.
And then don't mention if you flooded and then all that shit just went. It's gross. It's so much nicer now that they have the sewer system.
The first grass that turned green in my yard was probably the runoff water from my septic tank.
Yeah, they do that here too. Hey, Hey, Junkin' Data girl. I haven't seen you in a long time.
How are you? It's been a while. I know what you're going to say. I'll turn on my phone.
She's going to make you blue.
Okay, live chat, please.
I like your hoodie. That's cute.
I love this hoodie. It's...
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. How's it going?
I went to Kevin. Kevin, I went to your thing the other night, and I got 5 new subscribers.
That's nice.
Thank you. Tuber dude. Thank you. Kevin, I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to your video that you did. He was talking about Reddit and that little community kind of thing.
Is there a community for people trying to grow YouTube on Reddit? Like, do people say...
Well, I think, Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong. So Kevin has like a little safe community there, kind of. I don't know. I had stuff going on here, so I couldn't listen like really close, and the dogs were barking. And 40 from 4,000. Wow. Well, go check out Kevin on Tuber Chat.
What happened? Did they just... How do you... Did YouTube take away? I'm just wondering.
Take away what?
She said she's 40 from 4,000. So, I mean, that's a big decrease. Is she talking hours or just followers and stuff?
He has a subreddit called Tuber Chat where anyone can share their videos. It can lead to a small amount of traffic. Okay. I know I had put a question, but I know you missed it. So if I do, and I don't know if anybody else knows.
Oh, that's what she... Sorry. She needs 40 followers.
From 4K followers.
4,000. I got it really wrong.
Got it. Well, I wanted to know, like, and I think had said something. So if I do a playlist with people I collaborate with, I thought it said if you have one of your videos first and last and other people's videos in between, then you can get watch hours for those videos if somebody watches that playlist. So like say I have for the doghouse, I have mine and yours on there. So do I get credit and you get credit for watch hours from my playlist?
I don't know. That would be nice if we both get credit.
Yeah. Oh, you only get watch hours for your own videos. Okay.
Okay.
Because I did, like Teresa and I hooked ours up together. So it automatically, I think, puts it in that playlist. So I need to send you the thing. And it's like a collaboration thing. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but there's something like you can invite somebody to do the collaboration thing with you. I don't know.
I haven't. There was a time when I had a lot of hours, and then now I don't. So something, the calendar year must have flipped and something changed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not expecting to make a whole lot. I've never made one penny on social media. Right.
Yes, you did. You made a penny.
I
on
did
TikTok way back when.
TikTok, you were right. I know. I was rolling my eyes because I was thinking in 2020 I made, or in 2020, 2021 or 20, and right before I got married, I was so nervous. I was like up all night on TikTok.
Right, for 300, and each day starts a new 365 days.
Right. And then,
so it's a constant thing to constantly keep your hours up. So another question, if I run, sometimes I'll run your playlist, I run my playlist, I run Teresa's playlist, whoever, I run different people's playlists. So if I run my own playlist, can it tell like it's from my computer?
Maybe. But I want to
And
know
do I
how
get watch
many
hours if I run my own videos?
do you get?
Hello, Susanna. How are you?
Hi, Susanna. I want to know if you get credit if you've seen it already. Because why would you get credit for seeing it twice? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Hi, Susanna. How's it going?
Right. Because each day, yeah, keep making content and doing lives. So they do know.
Oh, she's saying it helps if you watch your own.
Okay. So what happens if you're close to the watch hours you need, but the year is up? Do you have to start? No. So what it does is each day starts a new year, from what I understand. You don't get credit for watching your own videos?
She's saying you don't. Nana's saying you do. I heard you don't. You like my blue stank? Wait, you have the blue? Oh, she loves the blue. That little heart gets in the way of me
You
reading
know
stuff.
your IP address. So, Kevin, do you get credit if you watch your own videos? Nana says yes, or it helps. Watching shorts don't help much. Yeah, because you have to have a lot of watch hours from shorts
I mean,
for them to count.
if you have
But
like
it's
a
still
million followers and you drop
it's
a
a
short,
rolling
you count.
365 for watch hours. Every day you lose whatever you gain on day 366. And every single day moving forward counts. Right. Shorts don't count for watch hours. But they do bring traffic to your, I think, more like it'll help bring traffic.
If you're advertising a video, it would help. Like if you're doing, I mean, the people that do shorts on, like, let's say a technique of watercolor, and they say, watch the full length video. And
Right.
then
Or
maybe,
like, oh, this is a peek at the auction I'm going to have. Or, yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you have a lot of followers, I thought it mattered. But like if you have a 10-second, I think people's attention spans are really short. So if you have like
Right.
second, I heard that they say people usually tune out between like 17 and 19 seconds, and that's generous.
Yeah. I always try to watch a full video, for somebody.
I try to, but I run them fast. Now you could do 3 times fast. Now let me tell you, two
So
times
they're
fast.
only getting a third of the watch hour, Susie.
I know, but if you're a slow talker, I'm gonna make you faster than 2 times. Let me tell
Is
you.
it true that the comments in a live chat are good to have lots? It helps.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you'll keep like chat, you like putting like numbers in the chat, and just like like I don't know if emojis count, but like if people have a very active rolling chat, I
Well, I
think
think they say you shouldn't just do emojis. You really should.
yeah, like
Yeah.
say here, hello, bye,
Right.
hi, words.
Right. Yeah. Well, at least it counts as a view if you don't get watch hours for it.
What I want to know is if, let's say, Jennifer is looking at 2 or 3 videos at one time and she's clicking through, every time she comes back, is that count as like a view? Because I had one thing that only had like 30 views. Some things get 130 and some get
Nana says it doesn't, shorts don't count for watch hours, but they do for getting paid. But
okay.
And I hear that shorts helps get more followers, because like people might watch a short and say, oh, I like that. Shorts are great for views, subs, and views. And you're right, watching the whole video long, it can get monetized through shorts, but need millions of views. Yeah. Well, my little shorts are not getting millions of views. Oh my God. I get excited if I have 100 views. Right. It gets subscribers.
The videos that got the most views for me was Tony's grand cat. The one.
Oh, the one, I love the one where you had that he was the inspector, and then the little foot under the door.
The foot under the door one was the most watched like video I think that I ever had or something.
Yeah. Because I think Teresa may have gotten like some of her little Yorkie videos. it has a confusing system for monetizing shorts, but you do make money for sure. For most creators, super chats and memberships will eclipse the revenue compared to ads.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't know that,
Shorts get interest, right? And maybe check out your channel. I know I was thinking about trying to like say, okay, here's, I know Angela Isaac does that. Like, here's a quick view. This is what I'm going to have on my auction today, or like a little short of saying.
I'm just writing things in the chat now to see if people will
Right.
start showing up.
Right. And like if you comment on somebody's video, like Claudette and them was saying, you need to put words. Like it helps more than just emojis. Kevin is a knowledge of information.
He has a lot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nana, I got to get with you. I need to learn how do you pull, like, say if I wanted to get a clip from one of our videos to make an intro for our doghouse. That's what I don't know how to do. That's what I have to do. Learn how to grab sections. Like, do you have to download the whole video to grab a clip from it? I saw this thing that says, yeah, every day you learn. Yeah. Oh, Precious, you're so heavy. Putting you on a diet, doggy. Watch what she does. Hey, my princess. Hey, my princess. Oh, you're going to look at me today. Usually if I talk to her, she lifts her head and looks away. She's like, lady, I just want to sleep.
Roxy doesn't make eye contact.
Right, because you support everybody. Oh, you don't download the whole video. I tried. Like, some people have the thing where you can take a clip, but
there was a minute when I could do that. I just took a clip from our video that I thought was funny and I put it up, but I tried to do it again and I couldn't figure it out again. So
okay,
that's that. Not
right, Jennifer. So because she supports people, just like if you come into a chat and you sub to somebody, they generally will go back and sub to you. I usually will try, like if somebody subs to me, I go back to their channel, I sub to them, and then I make a comment on one of their videos. I saw a couple of your videos, Ashley. I need to get better at going, because the more you put yourself out there, I think the bigger you can grow. I know. You need to make some videos, Ashley. Oh, you have to pay YouTube Premium to take clips. But they have that new feature that if people add to their channel, that you can take clips. Because I don't pay for premium. So maybe that's the difference, Nana. But, like, I'm trying to see. It says my clips.
I'm trying to look at my pharmacy.
I don't know. I'm going to have to see. But there's so much to learn. Okay. So, shoot, what does that cost? YouTube Premium. I'm going to have to look into that. I know it always pops up. Do you want to do YouTube Premium? Like, so you know how like Nana did the intro, and like it had like a little clips of us talking and laughing and stuff. Oh, okay. Hard to explain. Gotcha. So the clip part that you're talking about, it just, all right. Okay. It's so confusing. That's why I just use Canva and made those little ones.
I like short and sweet intros. I don't. I like when they just are like. That's me.
That's right, Debbie. We don't care about any of that.
Quite. Yeah. People. What? What do you mean we don't care about any of that? Any of that? What?
Oh, she said she was afraid to put herself out there because of her mouth and teeth. And she was, and I'm crazy and talk to myself. I do that too. But turns out nobody cares about that. We don't care
You
about
know,
that.
exactly. Your friends aren't going to care. And the people that will say something mean are probably twice as hideous. That's all. I'm just saying, I'm
Right.
not saying
Sounds
you're
like
hideous.
Teresa.
The
I
people
used
that
to
have
do
very low self esteem and are mean
intros.
don't like themselves, is what I meant to say. They hate themselves. And that's why they're spewing hate. Those people. We don't need them in our lives. Everybody who loves you loves you.
Yeah,
No
I
matter.
don't like that's just my personal preference, long intros.
I know you.
Ours is like short and sweet. Yeah, I get that, Jennifer.
Okay, I do get that. I mean, I know like it's if people are self conscious, I get it. But you know, I wasn't. I don't know how to make the chat come up now.
Right, right, Nana. Yep. So true. So true. I get that. I totally get that.
Nah, I got it.
Yeah. I know the house ones. I haven't been like I try to just record and go. I don't like to do a whole lot of editing. I will like cut parts out if I have to. I know, me too, Nana.
You've seen people take their teeth out, clean them, and then put them back during a live. That's
Oh
interesting.
yeah, it's like a lot of these, like they're just telling people, like they went through their journey and stuff, and they tell them how they. But they got some who show you their before and after. Debbie says, "I've seen your face and boobs, Jennifer." Oh, Jennifer, you have to send me that picture that your little avatar that you use on your videos so I can add it to my intro. I'll change your picture because you said you didn't like it one day. You want to see the purple version of Jennifer? Jennifer, you can send a picture of just your hair if you want.
She's
Your
saying.
hair in your hand.
She's saying. I showed you my boobs.
Jennifer, do tell. Debbie? Y'all funny. Y'all are so funny.
It's hard to get over the fact that
Right, man. I was like that too. I don't care either anymore. Well, I guess I'm lying. I guess I sort of do care some, but
the people that follow me are around our age, I'm going to say, for the most part, and older. And I probably look young to some of the older people. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 20-year-olds aren't going to look at me and say, hey, that grandma type person looks great. Or, I don't know. I don't really care.
yeah.
I mean, look, there's 17 people here, and it's not like I'm doing a live and thousands of people are tuning in here. I don't have research data that's talking about like cures for problems.
Right.
All I'm going to tell you is I hope you feel good. And
Right. And I just think, kindness goes a long way.
right.
You
If you want to come here, I'll say hi to you and you can
Oh,
check what you're going through.
Jennifer, she said in the beginning, you showed your chest while you opened jewelry jars.
Oh,
How funny. Yeah, it was
people
so funny.
used to, when I would wear a shirt that had like a little bit of like a lower V-neck and you could see cleavage, people would talk about
Yeah.
me. And I
Kindness
didn't show
goes a long
anything.
way. And I think if you start dogging other channels, people don't want to hear that crap, you know?
What do you mean? What crap?
Like, if you start saying, "Oh, I went to this channel and it was da 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 da, and that person was da 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 da," you know.
I agree.
Nana says, "I've also seen Jennifer's chest while open jewelry jars." Well, we've all seen Victoria as she wears her little bondage shirts. She's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the older I get.
Well, who's quitting? Debbie's saying, "Don't quit." You do.
Who's quitting?
I don't know.
Jeffrey.
Maybe she just means everybody.
Yeah. No. I mean, look at the friends I know that the friends I've gained on YouTube has been phenomenal. Nobody, she said.
I agree. I would never have thought that I would have made people that I feel like I know. I've never seen them. I don't know if I ever will, and they're just coming and saying hi. And I think that they're
Right.
really cool and it's nice and it's fun. And I have met some, which is even, that's cool. Social media is not, it can be scary, but it's mostly not scary. And
Right.
it's nice. I've met really great people on social media. I don't know if it's social media, but computer, I met my husband. I even met my dogs through the computer.
Susanna, she says, "I'm so weird. Not only do I put makeup on before coming on live, but she puts deodorant and perfume like we can smell."
Well, I don't wear perfume. It gives me migraines. But I do the same kind of
Right.
thing. I think
And I never used to leave home without a full face of makeup. Now, when I come on YouTube, lipstick and eyeliner pretty much is what I can.
Lately I'm only doing lipstick. I got used to the feeling of no makeup, and when I put it on, it just feels like it feels like an extra thing suffocated me.
Well, when I ended up with the trigeminal neuralgia to rub stuff on my face, I just got used to, when it was at its worst, not putting makeup on, because just to put makeup on, just to brush my teeth will trigger an attack sometimes. So,
well,
smell-o-vision.
I do look better with a little bit, but if I put a whole face of makeup on, I don't even know that people really, really notice. So,
yeah. Well, now they have that fixture.
I don't have that.
Appearance. You have it. You might not be able to see it on your phone, but you have it. You have to go to your settings to your camera.
But I've done that, and I have an iPad. They discriminate against iPads. They do. I couldn't.
When Johnny uses that different, he doesn't use StreamYard. He uses that other thing, and it doesn't say on this one. Let me see what it says. It says "touch my appearance." I think on the one Johnny uses, it says beautification or something like that.
Mine says nothing, and I've gone here. Right. I go to camera. Nope. I go to settings.
Yeah.
And it says general. I'll go to general to see what it says. It says I could do high definition, orientation, shift, audio avatars, automatically add presented media to stage. And I could go light or dark with my appearance. Maybe I'll try dark. No, that's the appearance of the thing. Anyway,
it'll just say appearance, and then you can make it as strong as you want.
No choice.
Debbie says you smell so pretty. She said she can tell. Right. Honestly, those are not the type I watch either when they dog other YouTubers. There's one really, really big reseller person.
Oh.
And he will put it out there.
No, there was
I don't like to watch him because of that. He said maybe not the wrong settings.
Look, if somebody has an iPad and they go on live with the iPad, they can kind of show me where, but I don't have it on mine. And
I don't know if this helps. At the bottom where you have the mute, the stop cam, settings, present, invite, you have all that?
No, I have mic, cam, guest, more. I press more. It says layout, private chat, destinations and titles, settings.
Settings. You got to go to settings.
I'm going to go to settings. Let's see. Okay. Now it just says the same thing it usually says. Front camera, extra wide camera. Who wants that? And back camera. Then I have mirror my camera, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
And then if I go to general here, it says high definition. Let me push there's no choices for me. My orientations are disabled. It says shift videos for comments batters, audio avatars. I don't even know what that means. And that's checked. Automatically add presented media to the stage.
Yeah.
So I don't have it. I mean, I'm not making it up. I've tried every single thing.
Nana says you need a real computer, Suzy.
Yeah, I do. I'll be taking donations.
So silly.
I need
one. It's true.
Mine
Jane,
is so old.
Suzy and I didn't know each other from Jack on the street, and we used to go in the back room on Victoria's.
Yeah.
And that's how we started talking, and then we started talking on the
phone.
I
called you a couple times during the hurricane. We started talking a little bit, but not a lot. And then, we just got to
and then, and then with Teresa, she yelled at me in an email, and I'm thinking, what? And I still tease her about that. She goes, I did not. I said, it was like, did you, like, I kept sending, like, writing her a wrong email when I was trying to invoice her. And she goes, did you copy and paste? So I tease her about it all the time. And I said, you yelled at me. I'm thinking, who is this person? She goes, I did not.
My
email now, I know she didn't.
The email I use is AOL. And people used to say, I emailed you, but they put Gmail.
Like, there you go. I know it's hard. Like, Teresa changed hers to Yahoo.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, it's hard to get in that mindset to put,
And I don't know.
So many people said it is different than the computer.
It is. My computer is so old now. I can't even go on StreamYard with it. I don't know when. I want to say, when did I break up with Al? That's when I got.
Oh, geez.
It was probably like, my computer's probably like 12, 13 years old.
Sorry, not sorry, Tony.
Really, really, really old. It's like it almost.
When you buy a computer, they say they should have a box at the end of the counter because they're already obsolete when you buy them.
Oh my! But this is just, it's bad.
Oh really, Nana? I haven't came across anybody with that one. Frontier.com.
Oh.
She can't invoice anybody with that.
I've never heard of it. Is it like a internet?
I wonder if you can invoice them through PayPal. Not PayPal. Yeah. PayPal has not like through you can do through Facebook. Did you know you can request money on Facebook, like from somebody? Like I had one customer, I used to send her the amount on Facebook and she'd send me the money that way.
I'm changing the subject. Swift change. I had a tooth extraction and I had an implant.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, this guy drilled a screw into my, I guess it's a jaw or my, whatever, that area. Is that a jaw? I thought this is the jaw. Whatever this is, my skull. He drilled a screw into my skull. It hurt worse for the tooth pulling all along than that. I want to know.
I don't know.
I'm still in pain.
Well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Debbie might can answer you better on that because she had the implant little screws, I think, right?
The last time I had the implants, I got very swollen and it hurt a lot. But I didn't have, I don't know. I guess it depends on.
Yeah, that's weird, Nana. He didn't deaden the area good enough, she said, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, like it's He
But
did
didn't
and
you
did.
say he gave you like 10 shots?
They gave me a lot of Novocaine. A lot of Novocaine. But he did it just really quick. I mean, is it, you can't have a root left. Can you have a root left behind that could still be in there giving me pain? I don't know. That's,
Well, I mean, usually I don't know. I guess no, if they pulling it, everything comes out.
I don't know. It's like for a week they both really hurt, and it's
It
still.
couldn't, how some teeth have longer roots than others.
I
Maybe.
I was told I had twisty roots at the end every time I got an endodontal treatment. I swear I hardly have any real teeth now at this point. It's just like the front few teeth are like natural, and the rest are, I don't know.
Debbie said saltwater swish.
Do you know the salt water? After the last time we spoke of it, and I was doing the salt water, it really did help. I feel clean out stuff from the area, but
Yeah.
yeah, like 2 days in a row of doing that, it was like it did feel a little better, but like I have a lot of pain where I can't even, like, I feel like I can't shut my teeth together. It's bad. But I also think I fell asleep on my side last night, and that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
Yeah. Oh, if your computer can't get Windows 11 by October, you're going to have to get a new one.
Well,
Windows will no longer
my
support
computer is an iMac, and it was state of the art. It's like now it's.
Me too, Scarlett. Usually my left side is what I sleep on all the time.
You know,
You know what? It depends on what side of the bed I'm on, because I like facing
out. I get it. I can't sleep on the right side now. I'm good. Like, I don't know. I've always, I'm not gonna say always, but for a very, very long time, I've been sleeping on my back. And for about a month, I've been propping up my legs on pillows so that my back can be more straight. Because I have that
yeah. Ever since I fell on my hip and I had that big old hematoma, it still hurts when I lay on my side.
My hip, I fell 3 times in the last little while, and my hip hurts when I touch it. But it's the sciatic pain that came from the last fall that I can't get rid of.
Right.
And then I'll go look at some exercises on YouTube, but it was inflamed for a while. It seems like the inflammation should have gone down by now.
Right.
Well, I can't take certain medicines, so whatever. You had a root that calcified. Ooh, no, ouch.
Oh my God. That just gives me the chills, Purple.
I'm sure that was.
And do you know,
that's horrible.
Root canals can also cause trigeminal neuralgia.
Well, I've had plenty of them.
Like if it's not caused by a compression, some people report that they've had, and I know I had the 3 brain surgeries. They did the compressions, but I still had pain. And I did have a root canal before I had that. Oh, I guess so. Your jaw probably hurt from being open so long.
I'm sure it was very uncomfortable. I had a root canal once, and then they put a crown over it, and then I got an abscess. And it turns out they didn't take out all of the root.
Right.
And I went to a different endodontist, and he said to me, I'm not usually like this. He goes, but you should ask for your money back. He didn't do a good job. And he goes, and if he won't give you your money back, tell him I will go to court. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
And he gave me my money back. Because I had to buy, he had to rip the crown out. That was like, I don't know, like $1,500, and then redo a lot of money.
Wow. I had when Sean was little, there was a dentist that put a crown over an infected tooth on him, and his face swelled up. I thought it was something to do with like his ear. And so we went to the ENT, and he's the one that
figured it out and
figured it
diagnosed.
out. And it was. And then the thing is, Sean had so much medical stuff going on that he was never afraid to go to the doctor. They papoosed that child and just let him scream and scream and scream when they did it. And I'm like, now he won't go to doctors. He won't. Ever since then, it's terrible.
I get it though. I mean, something that traumatic is hard to get over. I would think
It's almost like you got to take a kid
date
to a pediatric dentist because they
Yeah.
know how to deal with the kids without having to wrap them up like that.
I told my dentist that I get a lot of anxiety and sometimes my feet will bounce around or my hands. And I act on purpose, sat with my pocketbook in my lap so I could play with the straw.
Yeah.
And I kind of like looped my hands together so I didn't get in his way. And he said, you know, I could have sedated you if I had known. And I'm like, well, how would you know? But he just did it.
Yeah.
And after it was like 2.5 hours, I was done. But wow.
I know, but that's like the longest 2.5 hours of your life. Shoot, Purple, if you were in there for 5 hours, your bill must have been like 1.2 million or something.
I'm thinking that
unbelievable.
Unless they go and like while you're sitting in between like one little thing, like they must go and treat another human because you can't make any money on if you do a hair thing and you get a color correction and they spend 5 hours, they usually charge about $100 an hour at least. So I can't imagine doctors would charge. Well, they charge $2,000 to fill out paperwork. So
yeah, well, I mean, look, they usually give you injections. They go see somebody else. They come back. They,
right. He was juggling a lot of people that day, and that's good.
She said she had insurance.
Thank God.
Good thing.
Let me tell you,
the dentist I have now is very conscious of my face stuff. They are very, because some of them just don't care.
I want to tell people the story about the newest pre-bill that I got. I'm getting pre-bills from a hospital system here in Pennsylvania. And I was supposed to go for an intake, which means, the paperwork when you sit in the waiting room and you fill out. Well, they were going to call me with a social worker to do it. So a professional human being was going to fill out the paperwork I would normally fill out. And she was billing $500 to my insurance, which I find to be a lot of money. But the place where she works out of was charging another $900. And I was like, how is this possible? That's why our insurance system is so screwed up. Isn't $500 enough to ask for paperwork? I can do it myself.
Right. That's crazy.
That's so crazy. And I just was, I go, it was like $1,900 that they were going to charge. I mean, I didn't have a huge copay. However, I think they're ripping off the insurance companies. They must not get all of it. That's why they ask for an astounding amount. But regardless.
Yeah. Thank God we have dental insurance.
I have it, but it doesn't cover implants. So
yeah, I agree, Nana.
It is very broken. I can't imagine that. I mean, seriously, if she's spending 20 minutes plugging my information into a computer, I don't know what they get per hour, maybe 100, maybe 200, but charge me for a half hour then. And I don't know, it shouldn't be more than a couple $100. It's just crazy. Even that's a lot of money to me. Aggravated. I once went to go schedule a colonoscopy, and I had deductibles, so I had to pay on my end, out of me, $460.
Yeah, you got to pay until your deductibles met.
And I was like, I was so irate. I'm like, $460 just to make an appointment? You usually could call and say, make an appointment for me. It's freaky. It's sad.
I know.
Ugh. Like, ugh.
I know. I know.
I wish they had like McDonald's for healthcare. You drive through. I don't know.
Well, during COVID, you had drive-through
I'm going to tell you,
vaccines.
I in New Jersey, they have mini clinics at CVS. You can get so much done at the minute clinic. It almost pays because like they would give you like your flu shots and
Uh-huh.
it was just, and they gave a good exam. The nurse practitioners were fantastic compared to some of the doctors that don't even touch you.
Right.
One of the doctors out here she didn't look at my throat. She didn't look at my ears or, she didn't listen to my heart. Crazy.
Wow. I know sometimes I have been very fortunate, thank God, to have not, to wait months and months and months for something. I have been blessed, knock on wood, with
Well,
some great doctors.
out here, they were telling me if I needed a colonoscopy, they're like almost 6 months out, and that's kind of a long time to wait, I feel.
Yeah, look, I lucked it out was it last year? Yeah. When it was like the end of November when I had my visit, she squeezed me in. She did me at the hospital instead of their little place. Like it's a big place, so they have their own like area where they do colonoscopies and all that there. But she did me at a hospital so that she can get me in before the end of the year. Since my deductible had been met. Yeah, they do mine at the same time too.
Well, I'm doing that here, but in New Jersey, they didn't want. It was hard to find a place that would do it at the same day, and that was why I got mad about the 460 because they only wanted to do each one separately, and I was like, can't I just fast once to get both things done? Why do I have to?
Yeah, I get that, Nana. That is a long time. It seems like they could squeeze her in or something since she's in so much pain.
Yeah, I guess they probably do some sort of triage where they, if you have something that's like kind of life and death, I imagine like some kind of heart problem or blood condition, you would think that, if you just need like a 5-year check, they make you wait probably.
Yeah. I don't think any system is perfect.
No.
They all have their flaws, good and bad.
Money, most small areas in the United States are underserved by medical.
Mm-hmm. We have that big auctioneer system here. It's they've taken over everything almost. Every hospital almost here is now auctioneer, except like we have we have East Jeff and West Jeff, and they held out. They didn't go. But a lot of the doctor's offices have gone because it's almost like they felt like they didn't have a choice. I don't know.
Well, in Pennsylvania, the University of Pittsburgh, I believe, or Pittsburgh University, I don't know, it's like something with Pittsburgh in it, and Geisinger are the two big ones around here. And I don't know if Geisinger has been purchased by a different place, but in my particular area, there's two, Nittany Health and Geisinger. And I thought it was a fantastic new medical facility. But apparently when you have a lot of people working for a place, I don't know, stuff falls through the cracks. It was, and I still had to wait. Now I'm kind of open about having anxiety and depression, and they wanted me to see a behavioral health specialist, and I have to wait till like the summer, and that's for the intake, and then to see an actual doctor would be another couple months. I'm thinking like, that seems wrong. If you have anxiety and you're getting panic attacks and you're depressed and crying, why would they make you wait so long? Bad.
Oh, really?
Right.
Right. My doctor always
Agree.
does
Right. It's
both
billable
because I have stomach issues, so they always do both.
Well, I was fortunate that when I got the appointment, it was for both, and they didn't even ask to see me ahead of time, but they're gonna have to do something because I need to pick up the stuff that cleans you out.
Yeah.
That's my
Like ours does, the where I go. When, like if it's that time for you to make your appointment, the intake people have a set of questions. And if your answer's certain way, then you don't have to see the doctor first. They schedule your appointment. But because of my history, I always have to go see the doctor first. Oh, you got to be in the hospital? Now, my husband had his done and he hemorrhaged after because they did a biopsy and they put these little metal clips on and the clip fell off. And so he ended up having 3 colonoscopies in a week. It was
I want to cry. Don't even tell me these stories ahead of time. Thanks.
Yeah,
Well,
we have like we can do telemed visits.
they have. I'm the first visit for the. Okay, I'll just say the way I got around all of this was I went to a different health network, and now it's next month, so it changed drastically.
Mhm.
But it's only because I pursued a different venue,
Right,
and anyway.
right. Most of my doctors are in the auction system, and the reason why it's just a continuity of care thing. Like they all know what the other hand is doing, but I have like the new immunologist that I'm seeing, she's not in the auction system, and my neurologist isn't either. So that makes it a little difficult sometimes, but I like my neurologist. I've been having him for years and years and years, so I'm not going to change.
Well, I went to a new doctor here for general. They call it uh, primary care, right? So
Yeah.
I had my test results on my phone, and I just handed them over to her, and I said, "Scroll, take a look. This is how it
Yeah,
was."
I do that too.
I was like, "I already
Now,
paid for it. You might as
when I went to the immunologist, I printed all the labs that the neurologist did because I was afraid he hadn't sent them. So I'm glad I did because she reviewed them all before she came in the room.
well." Oh my gosh, Greg, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. I used to have one every year. Now they put me to 3 years. Right,
Well,
exactly.
well,
But go ahead.
I said the appointment that I was concerned about, I called about it 3 times, but now I'm in a different place and I'm okay because it's like at the end of next month. So, and it's not a. I don't think it's going to be a problem. It's anyway. I do have to. It's hard to coordinate certain pre-approval medicines and doctor visits and that kind
Mhm.
of because
Right,
timing matters. If you're on a medicine that takes approval, it could take a week or two. So
right, right.
I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, Greg. I hope everything kind of
Yeah.
stabilizes for you and you don't have to do it as much. That's a
I think the wait list, they don't call you if they have like through the auctioneer, they won't call you and say, "Oh, somebody canceled, do you want to come in?" They put it on a portal and everybody who is on the wait list gets it. So half the time, by the time I get it, it's already taken.
Well, I don't. I want to know something. Like, I had an appointment with a woman's health specialist, they call it, and it was for last week. And the next time I looked at my appointment, it was for next week. So they changed it and didn't even tell me. Ah, I don't know.
Wow. No, they don't call us. And I think, like I said, so if Suzy was on the wait list, I was on the wait list, it would go out to all three of us, and whoever,
I
gets
would
that call
never even. There was a time when I didn't even look at my phone ever, so I would never get it. Now I'm looking at.
She's putting on her makeup now that we're all talking about it.
I've been looking at my phone every day now because I've been keeping track of like results and stuff. Anyway, yeah. I got good results from the last test I took, so I was happy about that.
Good.
There was the uppers, the twin. Mm-hmm. Good. Everything was good.
Oh, I have to go back Friday to redo mine because they saw something, but hopefully it'll be good.
Hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah. That's what I'm banking on.
You should. Honestly, yep. I've had ones that weren't, they said they saw something, and I've had to go, for lots of other things. So then in New Jersey, they were just writing up like, oh, why don't we just give you the one that costs an extra $800 and
right,
a $1,200.
Right. Well, I did the regular one, but now they want to do the ultrasound and it takes more radiation to do the other one. So that's
right. Why should you be putting yourself through that if you don't have to?
So I have to go back. And then, so the nurse practitioner at my doctor's office called. The lady at the hospital called. I'm like, well, damn. When she's done, she'll send you her boobs, Debbie.
They didn't even look at my for weeks because they were waiting on some place in New Jersey to send them my last one.
Oh, okay. And I mean, I got the results. Usually I go early in the morning, so I get results like really, really quick. Like before I get home, sometimes if I'm one of the first ones and the radiologist is there, they'll read it like real quick. Because it's a small, like this hospital is small. It's not like the big, place.
I was hoping to get I linked everything I could link to that one chart thing. But even so.
That's good, Jane.
Yeah, me too, Jane. Good. Congratulations. Feels like an accomplishment somehow.
I know, right? Well, I was supposed to go last October and I kept putting it off.
I don't even want to say. It was during COVID when I got the last time I was supposed to go, my appointment got canceled for COVID and I didn't go back. So yeah. Anyway.
Well, Suzy, I'm gonna have to get going because Mama's got an appointment and I gotta go to the booth and all that good stuff.
I have to make a call.
Thank you, guys. It's very productive today.
Thank you.
It's always fun. But anyway, yeah. So we got to go to dermatologist, and then I have to go to the other side of the world to the booth. So anyway, you want me to end it?
Sure. Take care, everybody. Feel
good. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See y'all tomorrow at Dawn Steele's. Bye.
Bye.